welcome back to a new video. Today I wanted to bring you along to spend the day with me, a regular normal day in my life. My plans for today are, first of all, eating this bagel, and then I'm gonna be casting on a new knitting project, which I'm so excited about. I just finished my last one. I'm not gonna show it to you because it's blocking and it's gonna be the video of next week, but we're gonna be casting on a new project together. Now I'm just gonna go watch TV and eat my breakfast. I'm questioning a little bit of things right now. I saw Amazing-ish Grace knit this a few months ago and I really fell in love with the polo shape, and I wanted to knit a t-shirt in a polo shape out of cotton yarn in these two colors, striped, which I feel like it's gonna be gorgeous. This is decided. Now I was thinking about freehanding it because I do understand what the construction is, but I just realized the pattern is free, but there are so many techniques that I have literally never used to make the color that I'm just like, do I just knit the color like I wanted to, or do I actually make an effort and knit the color how it's supposed to, you know? But yeah, so I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna try to knit the color how it's supposed to, especially since I'm using cotton yarn. It's quite floppy compared to merino wool, what you're supposed to do. But yeah, I think I'm gonna try to follow the pattern. It's pretty simple. I'm gonna follow it loosely, like I'm not gonna cast on the amount of stitches that is written because I already know how many stitches I'm supposed to cast on. But for example, I've literally never done a tubular cast on, so I'm gonna cast on a tubular cast on. I've never done that, so yeah, let's go get some yarn to cast on it. I got my thinnest yarn I could find. It's polyester. I don't really care about it. I don't want to use cotton to cast on because I'm going to be using all of these cotton to make different projects. Now let's look up how to do a tubular cast on. Okay, I chose to follow the pattern for the color. Not for the entire body because I do know how to construct that, but generally to me it's easier to freehand something than to follow a pattern. So I'm doing the hard thing and I'm learning new techniques. So let's try to do a tubular cast on. What the hell is that? Is it me or does that look insanely tiny? But the way I counted is you needed to cast on half of the amount of stitches that you need for the size of the collar. So let's just follow it. I got this much. Now I have to do the row that I don't understand. It does look small. I really hope it's gonna get bigger because this is a ridiculous size. Here is my tubular cast on. This is what it looks like. Can you see? I've been working on this project for an hour and a half, and this is how much I have done. This is working up so slowly. How is this just an hour and a half of work? But the color, it's gonna stretch out a little bit more than that, like so. And there are short rows in the back, which is the only reason I'm following the pattern right now, because I want to add a little bit of short rows in the back. I still have about, how many rows? Like 24 more rows before I start the short rows. So it's 9:20. I think I'm gonna work on this until 10:30 or so, and then I'm gonna go do something else because I will go a little crazy if I work on this for too long. My goal for today is simply to add the red. So, goal of the day. because I'm not gonna be working on this all day. It's almost 10 a.m. and this is the update on the color. I don't know why the cast on is like weirdly like, I don't know if you can see really well, but you know, it's like angled down at the bottom. I think it's because of the type of cast on. It's not bothering me too much. I think once it's gonna be blocked, it's gonna be fine. It's supposed to be in total 2.75 inches before you start the short rows, and I'm at a little over an inch. Yeah, I'm at 1.25 inches. I'm gonna take a break now and I'm gonna go on a walk in the woods because I don't want to look at this anymore. And I've got like 12 to 14 more rows to do. I'm not using the right gauge, so it's working up a little bit faster than in the bottom. I finished my walk, took a shower, and now I'm just eating some leftover Burger King. I ate some yesterday and they messed up our order and we accidentally got 2 more burgers than we were supposed to, which means I've got 1 extra for lunch with my little drink. It's been a while and this is where I'm at. I'm actually done with the base of the color. I've got 1 row left and then I'm gonna start on the short rows. I haven't done short rows in like a year, so I kind of forgot how to do them, but yeah, this is where we're at. A little this is what the color looks like. I think it's gonna look quite nice. It would have been too small had I followed what the amount of stitches the pattern said to cast on. Now I've got to figure out how to do the short rows, and I think I'm gonna go outside now because I want some fresh air and it's quite warm outside. So I'm gonna go sit outside in it. This is what it looks like right now. I can finally kind of try on the color. I don't know how to show you. Like, it goes up to like here. There's gonna be a hole for the button band. And yeah, this is how it's gonna look. It's so cute. I thought it would be a little looser than this, but I think it's gonna get slightly looser when I wash it. Genuinely, I think I worked on this for 5 hours today, and this is all I've done. This was so long to do. I don't really like doing 1x1 ribbing from the start. That was a choice, let's say, to start this project, but genuinely takes ages to do. But I really love the results, so I'm gonna be continuing this, and yeah, I'll show you once I've done, I'd say like 2 or 3 stripes more. But I also really love the color combo. I don't think I ever told you what yarn it was, but it's the Infinity Hearts Rose 84. I buy these on Rito. It's genuinely so inexpensive that it's worth the $20 shipping, $30 shipping. Anyways, you know, it's a little bit more shipping, but each ball is like less than $2. I buy a lot, it gets worth it. I think, you know, last time I bought $100 worth of yarn and I paid like $125 with the shipping. So I think it's quite worth it, because if I would have bought them elsewhere, it would have costed me almost $200. You know? Do go buy from Rito. I don't think they've got any problems. I never saw someone talk about them badly. So unless I'm unaware, there's no problem. I'm using it in the color 24 and the color 92 together, and yeah, that's what it looks like. So yeah, let's continue this. Hello guys, it's the next morning, and I wanted to show you guys how much progress I've done yet. This is how much I got done. I've worked on it quite a lot yesterday and a little bit this morning too. I did like 2 stripes this morning, but yeah, this is how much I got done, and yeah, I'll show you what it looks like on me. This is how it looks. There's gonna be, you know, the little button band, and yeah, this is the progress. This is like, I think about 7 hours worth of work. The color took so long, but honestly it looks amazing, so it's worth it. I was scared it wasn't gonna stay in place because it's cotton, and cotton doesn't really hold its shape, not like wool, but it does stay up, so I'm really happy about that. And the colors look absolutely amazing together. I feel like it doesn't look that red, it looks kind of brownish from afar, which was what I wanted. But yeah, project started, and if you do want to see the rest of the project, you can follow me, because I'm gonna be posting a full video on this project. If you enjoy watching, don't forget to like the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.